The Kansas City Chiefs will win the Super Bowl. They're going to be 3-2 in the Super Bowl all time. This is actually going to connect to the next champion of a major sporting competition in professional sports in America. Right after the Chiefs improved to 3-2 in the Super Bowl, GOAT King LeBron in the Lakers win the championship 32 months later since winning at the bubble. The bubble is gematria of 32. GOAT King LeBron ties Magic Johnson. That's the significance of the Chiefs being 3-2 in the Super Bowl. Is that after the Chiefs win the Super Bowl, GOAT King LeBron in the Lakers win the championship 32 months later for their first championship since Disney. It's also the Chiefs that will win after the death of Len Dawson. It is Dawson that has gematria Disney. It is Dawson that has gematria Boston, who GOAT King LeBron will enter the NBA Finals against. Now, I want you to know this because GOAT King LeBron's about to become the greatest. He's the GOAT. He's the king. He's the chief. That's what that's all about right there. The magical title for the first time since winning at Disney. GOAT King LeBron is the king. He is coronated. It ties into the Chiefs. Now, when you look at Bill Russell, he was born on the day of Super Bowl 57, February the 12th. So that's 3 championships in 5 Super Bowl appearances. The Lakers and the Celtics will have 35 combined titles. King James is gematria 35. It is also Bill that has gematria 35 and 17. Celtics or the Chiefs win their 17th game of the season in the Super Bowl 173 days after the death of Len Dawson to be 17-3 for the season. Kelsey Brothers is gematria Bill Russell. Bill Russell is gematria Glendale, Arizona. Bill Russell really spoke out against racism in Boston. The Celtics were one of the first teams, they were the first team actually to field an all-black lineup. Bill Russell, his first NBA Finals was in the 57 NBA Finals. That was against St. Louis. Now, St. Louis is right next to Kansas City. Kansas City, think that it's in Kansas, but it's actually in Missouri. Drafted by St. Louis, first NBA Finals against St. Louis. Close proximity to Kansas City where the Chiefs are at. The amount of time from Bill Russell's birthday, the day of the Super Bowl, to the end of the NBA Finals is going to be 126 days later. It is Kobe Bryant that is born on January the 26th, or he died on January the 26th. One is January, he died on the 26th day. This is going to tie into Kobe's death. The Lakers make it to the finals for the first time since beating the Nuggets. The Nuggets gematria 126. It's New Orleans that GOAT King LeBron last defeated to make it to the NBA Finals. New Orleans gematria 126. They got Anthony Davis from New Orleans to win championships with a plural S. Now, this is the first all-black Super Bowl in the history of the NFL. So, when we go right over here, it was not working in my community section on my YouTube channel, but right here, you're gonna see that Hurts versus Mahomes, first ever Super Bowl matchup between 2 black quarterbacks. Now, what is Arizona? Arizona was the state that ran Barry Goldwater, who opposed the Civil Rights Act of 1964. First time ever the South voted Republican. Arizona also ran John McCain, John McCain's from Arizona. The GOP, I should say, ran John McCain against the first black president, Barack Obama. So it's kind of ironic that at the state of Arizona that we see the first all-black quarterback Super Bowl matchup. It's very ironic. The 1964 election was the 45th election. At this Super Bowl, we see the irony of Arizona's history with civil rights. A 45-yard field goal clinched the Super Bowl appearance for the Kansas City Chiefs. New England was the last team to win here at Glendale. New England is gematria 45. The Chiefs win their first Super Bowl since at Miami. Miami's gematria 45. 18 weeks after Bill Russell's birthday is the NBA Finals. 4 months and 6 days. Bill Russell's death. Chicago is gematria of 46. It is the Pistons who Magic Johnson won his 5th ring against. The Pistons is gematria of 46. GOAT King LeBron is resurrected. He's born again. GOAT King LeBron rising from the ashes. Resurrect is gematria 127, 46. 127 days from Bill Russell's birthday is the end of the NBA Finals. 18 weeks later, 18 Super Bowls after Super Bowl 39. It is going to be the Chiefs that are going to hand Philadelphia their next Super Bowl loss. Because Arizona has gematria of Super Bowl 39 when they lost to the Jaguars at Jacksonville. Jacksonville is gematria 43. Super Bowl's on the 43rd day of the year. So, Super Bowl 39, 18 Super Bowls later, Eagles lose the Super Bowl again. Lakers' 18th title happening 18 weeks after the birthday of Bill Russell, the day of Super Bowl 57. The Lakers' 18th championship in an upset over the Boston Celtics. Now, 1964, an ironic thing to talk about in regards to civil rights. It is Kansas City Chiefs that has gematria 64. The Civil Rights Act. Civil rights is gematria 64. Same gematria as Barack Hussein Obama, the first black president. Barack Hussein Obama is gematria 64. It is also Barry Goldwater that is gematria 64, ran in that particular election. And we see how the Kansas City Chiefs are involved in the first all-black Super Bowl quarterback matchup. It is Bill Russell, February 12th of 1934. Is fact 8. That's the 13-day numerology Bill Russell was born on, February 12th, the day of the Super Bowl. That is a 13-day. The Eagles are they're gonna be 1-3 in the Super Bowl. So that's where the delegates from the 13 colonies met at. So when the Eagles are 1-3 in the Super Bowl, when the Chiefs become 3-2 in the Super Bowl, LA is gonna win. You guessed it, 32 months later. And Kobe initials, the Lakers tie Kobe. So, very interesting there. I have another question. Bill Russell's NBA Finals wins. Bill Russell won 11 championships. It'd be Patrick Mahomes' 11th career postseason win. He'd be 11-3 all time. That's why Patrick Mahomes wins his 11th playoff game, because it's Bill Russell's birthday, number 11. And his first NBA Finals was in 1957. Now, if you're wondering about July 31st, I can do that as well. It's 127 days, including the end day from Bill Russell's birthday, the day of the Super Bowl, to the end of the NBA Finals. 127 is the Eagles' first Super Bowl appearance since at Minneapolis. It is Andy Reid that will improve to 12-7 in the postseason, and the Lakeshow is gonna win 127 days later, end day included, 4 months, 6 days after the Super Bowl. 127 when we include the end day. And LA Lakeshow has gematria of Bill in the Chiefs' 3rd title in their 5th Super Bowl appearance. This is Andy Reid's 19th playoff game. GOAT King LeBron wins back-to-back to win the 19th championship. That's significance of the 19th game right there. Andy Reid is at 45 regular season losses. This was the 45th election. So, Super Bowl record is going to be significant. Patrick Mahomes, 14th. The Eagles, right after the Chiefs improved to 3-2 in the Super Bowl, the Lakers to win 32 months later before repeating. It'd be one championship in 4 appearances for the Philadelphia Eagles, correlating with the 14th repeat. And Andy Reid wins his 22nd playoff game. Boston's Gematria 22. Okay, I should probably go to the list of Chiefs seasons. Now, if you're curious about the start of the NBA season to Bill Russell's birthday, first of all, 28 weeks. 28 is the gematria of Barry, Goldwater, Barry's gematria 28. Nothing really stands out with 28 in this one, but I'll get back to you when we do. October 18 of this past year to the Super Bowl can actually, the start of the NBA season can connect to Bill Russell's birthday. 117 days, 118. 117 is actually going to relate to the LeBron prophecy. I've done work on 117 before. Prophecy of King James. Prophecy of King LeBron is gematria 117. I do the whole video on the 117 numerical sequence with that. So I do like the geography of St. Louis here with Bill Russell and his playing career with Kansas City. So interesting. But Bill Russell, he won 45 games in the NBA Finals. That's another significant thing to note with the 45-yard field goal in New England winning the last Super Bowl there at Arizona. 63rd season for the Chiefs. King LeBron, 6th season with the Lakers, 3 victories. It'd be the Chiefs' 20th win. Kobe's a 22 life path. King LeBron wins championship for the first time since the year 20. 41st game. Mahomes 11-3. Kobe Bryant, gematria of 113. His team loses. King LeBron ties Kobe. That's bad for Kobe because Kobe is all about ego. And then a list of Eagle seasons. So the 50th game in the Super Bowl is going to be a loss. 25-25, 50 games. Let me see something. Bill, the day of the Super Bowl, February 12th to actually the start of the NBA Finals is going to be very significant in a very big way. Los Angeles is gematria 109. That's where Andy Reid is from. That's where the last Super Bowl was at. April 15th is the actual start day of the postseason. To Bill Russell's birthday, 62 days. Jordan, gematria 62, like I talked about before. Patrick Mahomes is gematria 62. 2 months and 3 days. Patrick Mahomes wins 2 Super Bowls in 3 appearances. 8 weeks, 6 days. The greatest of all time, King LeBron He defeats Jalen Hurts in the Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts is gematria of 86 and 23. King is gematria 23. The King wins this year in 2023. So interesting tributes here with the Civil Rights Act. I mean, Lyndon Baines Johnson. It's Johnson that's gematria of 32. So we have a riddle of Lyndon Baines Johnson passed the Civil Rights Act. Chiefs are 3-2 in the Super Bowl in the first all-black matchup over at Arizona. Goldwater lost. The GOAT King LeBron is the king. He's the chief. He's the GOAT. He's coronated. Wins 32 months later in an all-black coaching matchup in the NBA Finals between Joe Mazzola and Darvin Ham. So that will continue right here. Jalen Hurts is also from Texas. Johnson is from Texas. It all screams the Eagles in this one. Kansas City is gematria 32. Same gematria as Lyndon Baines Johnson and GOAT King LeBron time. Magic Johnson. This is all connected with LeBron being the king, being undefeated like Bill Russell, and then you have the Super Bowl on Bill Russell's birthday. It's all interconnected with each other. So Bill Russell died July 31st. We can connect that day with the beginning of the season for the Kansas City Chiefs on September the 11th of 2022. And you see what we get. We get 42 days. That's Bill Russell. That's gematria 42. 1 month and 11 days. 111. 11 won the NBA Finals. Glendale, Arizona, gematria 42. Patrick Mahomes gets it done. The Kelsey brothers play in that Super Bowl in this first all-black matchup. Brothers is gematria 42. Bill Russell, one of the most outspoken critics of racism. Holmes is gematria 74. The King, King LeBron is gematria 74 and 38. It is Jalen Hurts playing the Super Bowl that is gematria 38. Strong 32 connection here with the Chiefs. I think it really ties into his time with the St. Louis Hawks. Because that's borders Kansas City. I just can't ignore that connection to make with Bill Russell. What about his time with the San Francisco Dons? You know, who did they face off? You know, during his time in college. (1955 and 1956), 56 players Super Bowls. Oh, where's LaSalle at? Where's LaSalle at? I don't know. Ah, LaSalle's from Philadelphia. You know, Bill Russell beat LaSalle in for his first championship in 1955. And the winner of this championship beats Philadelphia. 55 has to do with State Farm Stadium. Also, gematria Minneapolis, the Eagles' last appearance. And the C's, who got King LeBron wins against is gematria of 55. So that's the team that we have to note here for Bill Russell. this should be a good time to close the video right here. Um, William Felton Russell also has too much of Jalen Hurts, that's for sure. I don't know. Let me go to the list of the Chiefs seasons. Go back to Patrick Mahomes quickly. It'd be Patrick Mahomes' 14th playoff game, 14th repeat in the history of the NBA is about to happen right here for King LeBron. 64 wins in the regular season. Civil rights, Gematria 64. That'd be 74, and then that'd be 75. Tatum's Gematria 75. Who King LeBron's going to win in the NBA Finals against. Good time to close it right here. Salle is Philadelphia based. 127 reverse. 127 days is Game 7 of the NBA Finals. Salle is Gematria, the 17th win of the season for the Kansas City Chiefs. It's all about the home region where he got drafted from when he was with the St. Louis Hawks. That's what it comes down to. And 1955, this is where we're getting the connection with Kansas City. The national title game was held where the Chiefs are from Kansas City. Kansas City, Missouri. And the Kansas City Chiefs are in this Super Bowl right now at this present moment. The championship was on March 19, and if I remember precisely, Reid was born March 19. So that's how we connect this. The Chiefs to King LeBron being coronated the king. He's the chief of the NBA. King LeBron. Chief is Gematria 31. First title since Disney. Disney is 31. Should be very straightforward to see how this ties into King LeBron winning 32 months later, and how Bill Russell, being completely against racism, sees the Super Bowl play on his birthday between the first all-black quarterback matchup in the history of the NBA.